Hello everyone, I welcome you all on this YouTube channel UPSC Logi. This is me Rahul and today we are going to cover the Hindu newspaper dated 21st of October 2023 and today we are going to cover important news articles for your public administration optional. So the first article you can see on your screen in the today's newspaper. The article is talking about the manual scavenging and the Supreme Court judgment, or you can say the Supreme Court order in terms of manual scavenging. This article is relevant for your public administration under the philosophical framework of constitution and government, because what you will get here is the idea of fraternity and dignity. So the quote article, this article is talking about fraternity and dignity and how manual scavenging, or you can say the social injustice that is prevalent in the society, how this social injustice is creating the problem with this idea of dignity and fraternity. And here you are getting a kind of mock question where the judgment is referring to the idea that dignity and values of dignity and fraternity are there, but for these two all other liberties are this chimera. So this is something that you need to understand, that for dignity and fraternity all other liberties are chimera. So you just need to relate this concept with Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. So if you read about the Indian Constitution, और अगर आप पढ़ेंगे भीमराव अम्बेडकर ने क्या बात बोली थी with respect to liberty, equality and fraternity, you will get to know this thing, that he was of the view that liberty, equality, fraternity are intermingled with each other. There is a kind of interaction and interconnectedness, or you can say integration between these concepts. But here this is one dimension. The another dimension you are getting in this article, which is saying कि यहाँ पे आपको सीधा देखने को मिल रहा है that when it comes to dignity and fraternity, but for these two all other liberties are this chimera. So basically here we are not saying that they are integrated, we are saying that for the dignity and fraternity all the liberties are chimera. सब कुछ मोह माया है, हर कोई लिबर्टी आपको एक तरीके से मिथ देखने को मिलेगी. हर लिबर्टी यहाँ पे कहीं ना कहीं डिग्निटी और फ्रेटर्निटी पर एक वार करेगी और उसको सही से नहीं support करेगी. So this is how you need to understand, and this can be a kind of question where you need to write the answer, or you can say this article can be used while you are substantiating or while you are writing about the relation between liberty, equality and fraternity, because these are the constitutional morality as enshrined in the preamble of the constitution. So I hope you are getting the kind of question that you can expect from here, and how can you use this term and how this understanding can help you in writing the question related to liberty, equality and fraternity, because everybody on this planet knows about this thing, that these ideas were taken from the French Revolution. Every one of you have read about Dr. B.R. Ambedkar's popular statement that is given in your Lakshmikant of Indian polity. But here this is important, this is the new kind of concept that you should understand from this news article. Okay, apart from that, the second news article in today's The Hindu newspaper is about this Vidya Arambham ritual. So here what you need to understand, that there is a ritual called Vidya Arambham ritual, and there was a context is here, there was a writ petition against the format of application issued by library committee of this municipality in Kannur. So in Kannur in Kerala, there is a kind of library committee, and in the application form or application issued by the library committee, there was a requirement to for a function to initiate children into the world of letters. So when you can say Vidya Arambham, just decode this. Vidya is education and Arambham means starting or initiation. So basically when a child started the education, when child enters into in the world of letters, at that point of time this Vidya Arambham ritual is something that is there. So this application of library committee is basically you can say providing this Vidya Arambham एज अ काइंड ऑफ प्री रिक्विजिट सॉर्ट ऑफ थिंग. ओके, सो पहले विद्या आरंभम इनिशिएटिव का जो प्रोविजन है उसको फॉलो करो, फिर इस वाले इनिशिएटिव लाइब्रेरी कमेटी के जो एप्लीकेशन फॉर्म है उसमें उस चीज़ का एक तरीके से एप्लीकेशन होगा. सो अल्टीमेटली व्हाट हैपन इज दैट इट इज़ बिकमिंग अ काइंड ऑफ मैंडेटरी थिंग, और यू कैन से इट इज़ अ काइंड ऑफ प्री रिक्विजिट थिंग. सो हियर द प्रॉब्लम लाइज, एंड दिस पर्टिकुलर जजमेंट ऑफ केरला हाई कोर्ट is observing that the forcing or inducing a child to write or recite any prayer contrary to the parents' choice of Vidya Arambham ceremony will be in contrast to the freedom of speech, freedom of thought, freedom of belief. Okay, so Article 19, Article 24 to 25 to 28. Okay, so these are something that will be violated, and this is how you need to relate this article with your philosophical framework of constitution and government, where you need to read about the basic ideas or basic tenets of Indian constitution and basic value premises. So यहाँ पे आपको मिलेगा value premise, और value premise के अंदर you will get fundamental rights and all. So these are the articles that are relevant for your fundamental right portion, both for your PubMed paper 2 as well as for your GS2, because जो important judgments होती हैं UPSC के GS2 में भी वो articles आ जाते हैं एग्जाम में. So this is how you need to create this and you need to develop this understanding. The next article you can see is with respect to law and order administration. So basically this article is talking about that how we need to improve the investigation that is going on under the law and order. So when it comes to law and order and investigation, you must be knowing about basic you can say features, but here first of all you need to remember this judgment, this Rajesh and another versus the state of Madhya Pradesh, where the Supreme Court is basically saying that there is a need of a consistent and dependable code of investigation, so that the guilty do not walk free on the technicalities. So this is the need that is highlighted by the Honorable Supreme Court of India. So basically this becomes the context, and also you can remember this judgment and you can quote this judgment in your answers, that there is the need of improvement in investigation. Apart from that, there are very varied interpretation, but these things there is no need to remember every nitty-gritties, because all these judgments are not that relevant for your PubMed, because ultimately we have the sufficient content. So basically these becomes important when there is no content with respect to that topic. But if you look at the investigation, we already have the sufficient topics. For example, the first topic, second topic, third topic. Okay, so first, second, third, 3 topics are already there. So you can just summarize these things. For example, when it comes to law and order investigation, how we can improve the investigation. So first of all, we have the Prakash Singh judgment. So you must be knowing about this Prakash Singh judgment. So Prakash Singh judgment of 2006, this judgment was about 7 principles that were enshrined, that were, you can say, came into this judgment. And this judgment, the one of the feature was the separation of law and order and investigation function of the police administration. अभी क्या होता है, वही पुलिस law and order manage कर रही है, and the same police is doing the investigation. So there are, you can say, there are burden, there is a kind of burden over the police, and that reduces the efficiency and effectiveness of the police forces. So this is against the idea of Woodrow Wilson, who used to say that there should be the efficiency, economy, efficiency and effectiveness of the system. Similarly, if you read about effectiveness from your public administration Mohit Bhattacharya, you will find that there are 3 connotation of this idea of investigation. Idea of investigation is not only about कि भाई कितना result आ गया और कितना outcome आ गया. Outcome और result orientation is one of the dimension as per Palumbo and Moody. So there are thinkers जिनका नाम है Palumbo, Palumbo and मूडी. ठीक है, मूडी था ये इंसान बहुत. तो यहाँ पे इन्होंने दे गेव दिस कॉन्सेप्ट दैट इफेक्टिवनेस इज नॉट ओनली अबाउट कि भाई ट्रेडिशनल आउटकम ओरिएंटेड कि भाई आउटकम कितना है. अल्टीमेटली इट बेसिक डेफिनेशन ऑफ इफेक्टिवनेस इज दिस ओनली कि भाई रिजल्ट कितना आया, कि भाई नेशनल एजुकेशन पॉलिसी अगर उसकी इफेक्टिवनेस है मतलब उसका रिजल्ट क्या आया. बट दिस इज ओनली वन डायमेंशन. अनदर डायमेंशन इज एडेप्टेशन, कि भाई जो ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है वो कितना एडेप्ट कर पा रही है चेंजेस में. जैसे कोविड आ गया या मान लो इमरजेंसी आ गई तो सुप्रीम कोर्ट कैसे एडेप्ट कर पा रही है. सिमिलरली अगर कोई मान लो कि सेपरेशन ऑफ पावर पे अगर डेमोक्रेसी अगर खतरे में है तो इंस्टीट्यूशन कैसे उसको हैंडल कर पा रही हैं. पुलिस एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन कैसे जो है ब्रूटैलिटी की तरफ ना जाके या जो सिर्फ सुप्रीम्स के पॉलिटिकल लीडर्स के ऑर्डर को फॉलो करे बिना कैसे एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन और इफेक्टिवनेस को लाए. तो वो चीज़ एडेप्टेशन ऑफ द सिस्टम इज द सेकेंड थिंग. दिस इज वेरी रेलिवेंट फॉर योर डिजास्टर मैनेजमेंट एक्सेट्रा. एंड थर्ड इज द सिस्टम हेल्थ ऑफ द सिस्टम is also important when it comes to effectiveness. So Prakash Singh judgment is basically targeting this health of the system, because here law and order, when you have two function, that is law and order and investigation, your health will be deteriorated, both physical mental health all is personal as well as the system's health. Okay, system health basically includes the kind of resources they have, the limited resources. Okay, so I hope you are getting. So this is how you need to relate this with the effectiveness of the police administration, and it will automatically related to the improvement of the investigation in administration. I hope you are getting that. How can you relate the things with your basic books like Mohit Bhattacharya and all. There is no need to remember everything, but you just need to relate the things. The second important aspect of this thing, this in law and order and investigation thing, is 239th report of Law Commission, in which they also highlighted the basic problems that the police is facing. For example, and there is a problem of you can say infrastructure. So all these things are there. You must be knowing about those basic facts that I used to share time and again on the Pubedpedia Telegram channel. You can join it if you want. So these are the basic two aspects of this improvement of investigation. Apart from that, there are many law and case laws which are not relevant, because you can always quote Prakash Singh and 239th Law Commission report and 154th Law Commission report in order to write a good answer in the question related to law and order and investigation per se. Apart from that, the current status of Prakash Singh's 7 judgment is given in this specific paragraph, and you can read these things at the Telegram channel. There is no, you can say, conceptual clarity required in these things. You can just read that what is the status. जो judgment थी वो judgment क्या थी, उसमें 7 principles क्या थे. I have already talked about those things time and again, so you can refer to them. Apart from that, if you really want to read those you can say this status of the thing that I told you that it is given in this last paragraph, so here you can see that thing. So here Mr. Prakash Singh write the book The Struggle of Police Reform in India in 2022. You can always quote this thing, because everybody on this planet Earth who is preparing for public administration, and even those who are not preparing for this subject, they also know about Prakash Singh judgment, but nobody will be able to write this in the answers, because this is contemporary thing. 2022 में ये book लिखी है, Struggle for Police Reform. Prakash Singh judgment 7 principle, everybody knows about it. You can also know about it by reading them. But this book is talking about the current status of Prakash Singh judgment, and you can expect this kind of understanding or this kind of question in the PubEd paper 2 as well as in paper, not in paper 1, in paper 2 under law and order administration. You just need to know. So here the book is saying about all those things. Apart from that, the another important article and the last article of the day is about the army and civil society. So this article is important in order to establish the relationship between the law and order and the civil society. So civil society is under your accountability and control part of syllabus. It is one of the unit, accountability and control, and civil society organization are important components here. And law and order is something that is given in your PubEd paper 2. So this is paper 2, this is paper 1. You can relate paper 1 and paper 2. Also you just need to relate that law and order administration is related to communication, because communication is an important element of law and order. So communication is given in your paper 1, administrative behavior. So this is paper 1, this is paper 1, this is paper 2. You can relate paper 1 and paper 2, paper 1 and paper 2. So this is how you need to relate paper 1 and paper 2 for your public administration. So army had 400 meetings with civil society organization. So you can simply relate that how this civil society can be important in law and order administration, because what happened is that recently, let's relate it with the another important article that was going on in the newspaper. So fourth generation warfare, this is the term that was given by our honorable national security advisor Ajit Doval ji. So he said this thing that civil society groups are working as the fourth generation. They are conducting the fourth generation warfare. So you can relate it with the FCRA amendment etc. as well, because there are reports of CBI as well as ED that these are used by the external agents for creating the security issues in the country. Also, when the civil society organization do the protest and other things, they hampers or they basically demolish the infrastructure and all those things. So again, it reduces the economic growth of the country. So again, you can relate it with the financial administration, that we have the limited resources, but because of the protest by the civil society organization, they are creating the economic you can say problems for the growth of the country, and this is how they are creating the problem. So civil society organization can be related to law and order, as well as the financial security, as well as the national security of the country. So here this article is showing that there is a positive relation between civil society and law and order, and the communication between both of them can create a good, you can say, spillover effect in the social justice and social administration. Okay, I hope you are getting. So this is how you need to relate a simple article with multiple news, and you can always use. Let's say there is a question on के सिविल सोसाइटी को फोर्थ जनरेशन वॉरफेयर अजीत डोभाल जी ने कहा है या NSA ने कहा है, तो ऐसा क्यों कहा है, या कमेंट करो उस पर. तो इन फेवर यू कैन ऑलवेज राइट 4 to 5 arguments that okay, foreign funding is not good and FCRA amendment are amended, and on the other hand, in the arguments against, you can mention that they are important third sector in the administration. This third sector, the keyword third sector was given by Raghuram Rajan in his book. So you can also mention that thing in terms of positive elements or the positive features of civil society. This is how you need to relate civil society. And also, if you want to read more on this topic, you can always refer and relate this thing with Mohit Bhattacharya. Mohit Bhattacharya is the advanced book in your PubEd. So here you will find that how civil society organization are facing the various problems. So you can say that they are basically short-circuiting the system, short-circuiting the administration. How they are creating this problem of short-circuiting in administration? What happened is that people started to trust civil society instead of the state. So यहाँ पे स्टेट के अगेंस्ट हो जाते हैं. सो दिस क्रिएट्स द एंटी ट्रस्ट, एंड ट्रस्ट इज द OECD model of government. Okay, OECD gave this trust as one of the feature of good governance. So you just need to relate that this is the problem. So you just need to relate that how it is creating the short circuiting. Short circuiting basically means that the normal standard operating procedure will be will face the problem with respect to, you can say, administration or implementation. Okay, and similarly there are problems like NGO politics is the problem, foreign funding is the problem, kind of you can say relation with the international element, this is the problem. So other aspects you can read from Mohit Bhattacharya. I will relate these things in the magazine PubEdpedia that will be shared on the Telegram. So you can join the Telegram group and Telegram channel. The link for the same is given in the description. This is it for the day. Thank you so much.